leadership journey. You've been very generous with your time to YPO members through the years, and I think there are many other YPO things planned in your country coming up. As you know, we're a leadership organization about creating better leaders through lifelong learning and idea exchange. And I cannot imagine a better line of questioning here today than to talk about your own leadership journey and the lessons, some very difficult ones.
And the honor of being at the center of this journey, or in leadership, if you will, taking my country from total devastation to where it is now with those indicators. So it speaks to many things. It's about the people of Rwanda. It's about how the country and the people of the country have connected with the rest of the world. And it's also about governance. It's about the leadership of the country. So the only answer I can give in short is that it is not by accident. So we can talk about leadership qualities and other things that will come maybe as we move into the discussion, and it is part of it, absolutely, it is a central part of it. We have brought in people to be together to address. We have even been misunderstood when it comes to the aid industry, the development aid. When you have gone out and called upon our people to put in a lot of effort to do many things for themselves and build, in fact, on these capacities brought in by the aid flows. But essentially, the definition of that, as we understood it, and I think even those who have a problem with us understood it that way, but I can't understand why the difference. You use any support, call it aid, to be able to build certain capacities to stand on your own feet. I think this is the definition. But if you are consuming the support, aid, and all kinds of things, so that you perpetually depend on that, right, there's a problem. And I cannot see why it would be difficult for people to see it that way, unless there's another problem hidden behind that. So this is what we have said. And we have basically told our people, we said, look, the killings, the violence, the genocide we had, you can imagine we participated in it ourselves. So we participated in harming ourselves. I mean, how stupid is that? and we tell each other frankly like this. We say, can you even turn on your own people, and start killing one another because somebody else has instructed you to do that? So that's what is behind the drive of saying no. Even in fact, before blaming others for those who had a hand in our own problems, let's start with ourselves. Let's examine ourselves. Let's see what is it that we can do for ourselves to correct the wrongs that have happened as we work with others who also want to be helpful. Forget about those who want to be harmful. We can ignore that. We can reject that. But let's do that. So in most cases, therefore, it was another way of mobilizing our people to feel that they have in themselves a big part of what it takes for people to make a difference for themselves. The story of Rwanda has many parts. There are these things of politics we have had to deal with, governance issues, security, and so on and so forth. But we also understood that the people of Rwanda, young men and women, we all have to be doing something that improve on our well-being individually, even more importantly, and they feed on each other collectively. And what we identified from the outset was how business, doing business, small businesses, investments, trade with each other and with others, all this provide the kinds of things that we need for prosperity. So we, from the beginning, it starts with maybe as well as 2000. We're thinking of what is it in the environment do we need to avail that will encourage Rwandans to do business, other people from outside to come to Rwanda to do business, to put in their money, to invest, and investments that result into jobs, employment for our people, or different kinds of things. So we therefore put ourselves in the shoes of an outside investor who would say, instead of going to Rwanda, why don't I go to another country to do business of different kinds? And imagined that and started putting in place these things that we were imagining as an outside investor wanting to do business in Rwanda, knowing that there are other considerations to make elsewhere. And that's about competitiveness, that's about, an edge we have to create really over others. And it starts with security, the rule of law, predictability, and freedom to move as a person, but also your capital and other things. So then we constituted that, and we involved some people knowledgeable and well-versed with what was needed from outside and from other experiences, but tailoring it on our own situation.